Hi there, Miranda Alt here with Keller Williams Success Real Estate and the Miranda Alt team with your Monday market update for McHenry County for September 19th, 2022. Cannot believe we are already towards the end of September and it is not yet fall. I just want to make sure that that is very clear. There are a lot of Christmas decorations up at Costco and there are a lot of Halloween decorations already out and I am not happy about it. I am holding firm that it is still summer. It's just a little sidebar for you. Okay, quick look at your McHenry County statistics for the last 7 days. According to the MLS, we had 137 new listings. We had 170 go under contract. That is a humongous difference compared to last week where we actually had less homes go under contract than were listed. We are back to having more homes going under contract than we had listed last week. We had 131 closed sales. That's still much lower than last year. We have 33 on the private market. We had 5 expired and we had 67 price changes. Now, if you contrast that to last year, we had 185 new listings, 176 go under contract. So last year, this week, we only had 6 more homes go under contract than we had this week. This year. So we are still really not seeing that real estate market slowing down, not like this last week, even though I know everybody's talking about higher interest rates. There are still the same number of properties that went under contract this week, this year, as compared to this week last year. So no signs slowing down there. We had 172 closed sales last year though, so there were more of those. We had 47 on the private network, so more there. And we had 7 expired, so more homes expired last year. So when we're looking historically speaking, last year, 2021 being the best year that we had on record for the National Association of Realtors, more homes sold ever than in previous years. And this year we're on track to sell about 1 million homes less. Now that's nationwide, so it is down, but according to the numbers that I'm looking at from McHenry County, it's not really going anywhere. Now, of course, everyone's talking about higher interest rates, and that is a factor. We are currently the average. You know, we always talk about how you can't talk about specific interest rates because interest rates are going to be unique to each individual. How much, what's your debt to income ratio? What is your credit score? How much of a loan are you looking to get? All of those things are going to factor in to figure out your specific loan. But right now on average, they're about 6.25%, which is the highest we've seen in a very long time. So I talked to, of course, my trusted real estate mortgage broker, Eric Schroeder, this morning, and I called him and I said, let's talk some numbers. We are actually going to go really in depth into the specific numbers in 2 weeks. So in 2 Wisdom Wednesdays, Eric and I are going to get on Zoom again, and we're going to talk once more about all of the different options because, guys, yes, the mortgage rates are higher, but your actual monthly payment on a $250,000 loan, which is average, most people around here are getting a loan for about $250,000. If they lock in at a 6.25% for a 30-year fixed mortgage, their payment's going to be about $1,539. Now, if they had gotten a 4.25% rate, which is low. I mean, honestly, we're still talking historical average is 8%, but we're never going to see those double-digit interest rates that we saw back in the 80s. That's likely never coming back. We're also likely never going to see 2.1 interest rates again. So let's talk sort of, what can we expect? If we were to get a 4.25% interest rate on that same $250,000 loan, your payment would be $1,229. It's a difference of about $300 a month. So yes, $300 is still $300, but if you need a new place to live, let's get back to motivation, the same thing I talk about all the time. If you're looking at the housing market, and if you particularly are wondering what's going on in the housing market because you have a housing problem that you need to solve. Your house is too big, your house is too small, you are moving in with another loved one, you want to be closer to your kids, you want to be closer to your parents, whatever it is, whatever your motivation is, if you're looking at the housing market and thinking, oh my gosh, this 6.25 is going to cost me so much more on average, it's really not. Now, here's another thing to think about. That interest that you're paying on your loan is actually a tax deduction. So again, we will get into all of these numbers with Eric in a couple of weeks, but you need to remember that the interest rate is actually not as terrible as you might be thinking that it is. It's going to cost you a little bit more money monthly, but maybe we talk about getting rid of that car payment. Maybe you sell your current home and use some of that equity to pay off your car, or maybe you get a less fancy car and you get the house that you want. So it's all relative. It's about $300 a month for most people in difference, having it be 2 points higher, which I know is not comfortable, but maybe don't go to Starbucks every day. I know that's not so easy to say, but Starbucks is an expensive daily thing that a lot of people indulge in, and it's costly. It adds up pretty fast. Same with running to McDonald's or running to your favorite fast food place. It adds up. You cut those things out, and all of a sudden that $300 extra monthly is not going to be such a big problem with your home payment. So you can get that house that you really want. So that's my little 2 cents on interest rates. But we're really not seeing the housing market doing anything stranger than it normally does in the fall. We normally see in September a little bit of a surge in the beginning of the month, holds strong through the middle of the month, kind of peters out maybe towards the end of the month. October will be a little bit slower. As we go into the holidays, we'll be slower again. That is all very normal. And that's all the numbers that we're seeing are pretty normal right now. So again, we will address interest rates and some creative things that you can do on offers. And if you're looking to buy a home, maybe some things that you can do. Make sure you watch that Wisdom Wednesday, which we're going to do in 2 weeks with Eric Shorter again. This week, we will be talking to Miranda from Modal Accounting, and she's going to talk to us about tax deductions and about all kinds of things, what you can write off on your home and all the beautiful things that come along with home ownership in terms of tax benefits. Okay, so I am Miranda Alt with Keller Williams Success Real Estate and the Miranda Alt team. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your Monday. Bye.